the video game industry has been divided for a very long time. You have a certain portion of people who actually are part of the industry who hate gamers' guts. They constantly attack us and our opinions, and they call us ists and phobes because they are simply upset that we do not have their same opinions. And then on the flip side, you actually have the gamers and a few base developers who just want good, high quality entertainment and who are willing to boycott titles if they are not living up to our expectations. And over the past couple of days, we have seen that divide grow even more. We have seen some absolutely vile posts on social media from developers, producers, and even CEOs mocking the fact that Charlie Kirk was killed. And of course, there are gamers who are furious over this, threatening to boycott these companies. And right now, we are seeing a major shift where these companies could go under because of their employees' terrible takes. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and if you enjoy the content, consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, not everybody has to agree with Charlie Kirk's opinions. Not everybody has to sit here and pretend like they loved him like a brother. It's perfectly fine if you don't agree with everything he ever did or said. I'm sure a lot of us in this community won't agree on every single thing in life, but I think that we can all agree that when a human being dies, we should pay our respects. We should have a general level of human decency where we say this is a terrible situation. But there are so many people in the video game industry who have no empathy, who don't care about anybody but themselves, and they are making posts on social media that are either supposed to be jokes and they're really bad attempts at jokes, or they are saying, boo-hoo, I'm not going to cry for this guy because he wouldn't cry for me. And it just is adding up to a big pile of products and companies that gamers could boycott going forward. And with the release of games right around the corner, such as Ghost of Yotei, I think that these companies are going to face serious problems with their sales because a game like Yotei was already facing a lot of backlash before this moment, and now there's even more that people are using against this game. There's even more things that people can add to the pile and say, you know what? This is a really long list of issues I have. I'm going to skip on pre-ordering and purchasing, or I'm even going to cancel my pre-orders. Now, we've known for a long time that a lot of the people within the video game industry and really entertainment in general do not care about us. They have absolutely no respect for us, and that's why they wanted to chase this fictitious modern audience. They believe that those people are going to show up and buy games. They never really do, and at the same time, they're abandoning the people and really attacking the people that once loved their titles. And these individuals can't put politics aside for 5 minutes because it's really all they have. It's their identity at this point, and that's why they put out so many trash games. And all of these activists are severely damaging their product's image, and in the case of someone like Tim Sweeney, severely damaging the brand of their entire company. Now, Tim Sweeney is, of course, the CEO of Epic Games, and he is mocking Charlie Kirk's death. He said, "What amendment says you can't diss someone? Not seeing it here. My tweet isn't some veiled partisan political commentary. Clemens' statement is simply wrong about the Constitution, and a public university should know better. The Constitution and the right to vigorously criticize is supposed to be the constant through these times." Now, I think it's so funny that right now we're seeing so many leftists saying, "Oh my God, the First Amendment protects me. The First Amendment protects me," when these are the people who don't want you to say a word like retard. These are the people who will report you in an Xbox Live lobby for saying a slightly mean word or not being nice to them in voice chat. Tim Sweeney is the same type of CEO that has AI systems within their games to report wrong speech and block people and kill people's accounts off because they say something that the AI is programmed to not like. So you're saying, okay, that right now the First Amendment is protecting you because you're criticizing, but at the same time, then what your company is doing is fucking unconstitutional. Do you see the problem here, Tim Sweeney? Oh, you're saying in one case it's okay, but in another case it's not okay. This pisses me off to no end. These people don't actually care about the Constitution. These people don't actually care about freedom of speech because over the past couple of years, they have constantly tried to get platforms to act against conservatives and libertarians and individuals that they don't like and the speech that they don't like. But now that it could affect them, they're so worried about it, guys. Oh my gosh, you need to uphold the First Amendment. I can't stand these types of people. It's all or nothing, guys. It's like if we were talking about a leftist political commentator being assassinated, I would feel bad. I would, genuinely. I wouldn't be making jokes about it. I wouldn't be going on social media saying it's good this happened because I didn't like his opinions. No, that's absolutely disgusting and degenerate, but these people don't understand consistency. And in a year or 2 years when the situation's done, they're going to go back to the same thing saying we need to silence conservatives and libertarians because we don't agree with them. If you can criticize because of the First Amendment, then you can't call me a racist or a bigot or a misogynist. And I guess we should just start suing for defamation based on those claims. Is that really what you want to happen? These people don't care until it starts affecting them. Now, I think that Epic Games is going to go through a major problem because of Tim Sweeney's statement, but I think that there are also a lot of companies in the industry right now who are also going to go through a lot of major issues like Bethesda and also Sony. Bethesda is being attacked right now based on one of their producers' statements. Their name is Piddlebucket over on Blue Sky. They were reposting things like, this is why liberals can't defeat fascism. Nazism is not a political disagreement. I think it's so funny that these people are the exact same thing that they are calling other people. These people are actually fascists. You are under no obligation to mourn the death of people who would have celebrated yours. They'll ask you to mourn the deaths they mourn and no others. They'll ask you to cherish the lives they cherish and no others. You can cherish any life you want. You can mourn any life you want. I'm not telling you you can or can't. No one is forcing these people to go on social media and make posts about Charlie Kirk. Absolutely nobody. They just feel like they can gain some attention and they want that attention and to put their 2 cents into the discussion. But all they're really doing is severely damaging the image of their companies and brands and their products. So you really think people are going to want to play your stupid game if this is your stance? If you want, I don't know, all conservatives dead or basically anybody who you disagree with like dead or you're mocking these deaths. Same thing is going on with Ghost of Yote. Don't give your money to people who praise political assassinations. Boycott Yote. Zero tolerance to woke games made by woke activists. Keep your wallets tightly shut. And I do know in the case of Ghost of Yote and Sucker Punch, they did actually seemingly fire the senior staff character texture and look developer at Sucker Punch. Their name is Drew. But at the same time, there were other developers working at Sucker Punch currently who liked that post, who reposted that post, other people with a similar mindset, and we haven't heard about those individuals. So sure, I think that ultimately, if you want to play this game, go for it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to buy something or not to buy something or to boycott something. If you feel strongly enough, boycott it. And if you think this game looks really good, play it. Purchase it, enjoy it. Though, just keep in mind, these are the types of people that are behind a game like this. And you also had Erika Ishii's controversy going back into last year, which didn't help this game's image. That also was a reason why some people said that they were going to boycott it because she is an LGBTQ plus activist and she was very vocal about her thoughts and stances. And people on this project were calling us, bigots and sexists and misogynists for not just shutting up and consuming product, but it spans even further than just like 1 or 2 posts made by 1 or 2 people within the industry. Ash Parrish, who was former Kotaku, Zach, a current Kotaku writer, Weeks, the butcher of Dragon Age, Zoe Quinn, multiple times, in fact, Amelia Emberwing, IGN, and Future PLC. We have Hetty Bell, who I guess works at Sad Panda. I've never even heard of that studio. Erin Reed. We're talking about tons of developers at companies like Bungie liking these posts, and also another game designer on this list. Previously at Sucker Punch, Nightshade, working on MTG Arena, meaning it's Wizards of the Coast, the Coalition, which is the Gears series for Microsoft, another producer at Sucker Punch. I mean, we are talking lists of individuals here who have no empathy for human beings. Carolyn Petit, former Kotaku, Carly Veloci is a writer. We also have a individual who is a voice actor on GTA 6, more Kotaku, IGN, Eurogamer, IGN, ESPN, Paradox Interactive. So there's a really big list, and it is unfortunate that this is happening for the people who actually want to just play really good video games, because now it's really hard to separate the art from the artist when they are praising death. I think we are going to see a lot of boycotts, and a lot of companies face very hard times going forward. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye on this situation and what everybody else has to say, and if there are any other statements. But of course, there are a lot of individuals within this industry who are genuine pieces of trash. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like. And if you found it important and informative, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.